Well, for those who know, we're going to the island today. It's going to be a good day. We're going to hit Centerville this time because I figured it'd be a good thing to get to show people as we do this. So, yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get to Centerville, explore the area a little bit, and see how it is, and then from there, we're going to head over to Hanlans. Although you won't be able to see that part, but it's good too. So let's good to have you. Thanks for coming. Oh, there it goes. As you can see, this is a freakishly good day for October in Toronto. So, if you look closely, you can see Mississauga over there. If you look real closely to the end there, you can see Hamilton's smokestacks on distance. But coming up to right now, the island. Kind of see her. That's where we're going. Kind of see it over there. You have to let me know if you ever get to make it out to the island hard. It's actually like quite lovely. I mean, just like that's probably my favorite view of Toronto right there. So. Go. If you look over there, that's Hanlans. That's where we normally stop off and go. We're going to a completely different area today. Just got the CN Tower there. Oh, Juanita, radicalizing the Warriors. I'm going to start calling subscribers Juanita's Warriors. I think that works really well. Yeah, you can even see the windmill in the distance, absolutely still. Not even a blade moving. It is so still. And so just, God, this is nice. Yep. We're going to race this one over here. Center Island is such a different vibe compared to the rest of, well, pretty much the entire island. But again, lots of good wildlife, lots and lots of good wildlife, lots of good paths. We are racing this tiki taxi right now, and we will come in first. Nope, now they're going to beat us. Boo. Where's the justice? We easily could have whooped them. You can see the little inlet full of all the regalias. And, oh, there's one of the swans right there. Swans are beautiful, but don't touch them. Yeah, the classic barbecue place. I'm not gonna lie, it's really tasty, but man, is it pricey. Well, the beer's whatever. It's Molson, you know. Get the middle there. So the ferry's in port right now, so. There's Pirate Taxi and Tiki Taxi, all the other taxis right there. Oh, that was a sudden acceleration. All right. As you can tell, like instantly different vibe from the other beach. The other one you come off, it's just kind of like a nice little quiet area. This one you come off and pretty much right away busy. Not a bad thing. Mostly families. A lot of families come to this part specifically for the amusement rides and the plaza and all that stuff. But still lots of things to do, lots of fun to be had. So let's go on an adventure. Trying to figure out if that's a clock tower or if it's just designed to be overgrown so much. But yeah, already so busy. Man, queer people must be terrifying if this is how busy this area is and there's no one at Hanlans. Get a lucky flower for free. Yeah. So, this is where we are. This is the main port here. And we're going to go up. We're going to go through Olympic Island. We're not going to check out anything on Ward's Island. We're not going to go over there. We're going to go up. We're going to check out the maze, check out some of the rides, see what's here, and then make our way down Gibraltar Point, go out to the lighthouse, and then come down to the beach. Let's do it. Of course, they have lockers you can rent. I remember when I came here last time, I was actually surprised by the number of rides that they had here. And I don't remember it being like I always thought that Center Island was like this little throwaway thing. It's actually pretty huge. Like there's a lot of stuff here. But yeah, we'll see where things go from here for sure. Oh, this guy's gonna walk right into it. Yeah, so busy compared to the other one. The other one you can just kind of hop off and then just go right away. This one, it's business from the get-go. You were gonna get here and you were gonna walk. You were gonna enjoy it. Also much noisier, but still pretty. I do like the sign that says, "Please walk on the grass." Oh, hey, Jazz. Good to see you. Welcome, welcome today.
Of course you said this about the interact. Yeah. She's gonna be like, yeah.
Oh, look at that. That's gorgeous. I'm never sure how much this translates through the screen, but I'm just like around here. On this side. Anyone want some ice cream? I think they actually have a stage over there. You can kind of see past the past this stuff, you can see the top part of some kind of seating. So I don't know if this was for a water show or something like that, but closed for season, reopening first weekend in May. What is it though? There we go. Here's like a bunch of little rides. Oh, I guess it's maybe just the rides that are closed for the season. It's when you see like the rides in half shape. That looks like it was some kind of scrambler, or maybe just like a Dumbo style ride where you would go around and then be able to go up and down. It's like a teacup ride over there. Obviously not like a lot of big kid rides. There's a railroad track here. Goes right through. We'll come and take a look at that after. Just in case you had any doubt where we were. Here it is. There she is. Looks like they got the train off the tracks. This would be fun to come to when it's like actually fully active and live. But I'm also just like, it's something kind of nice about an abandoned amusement park for this season. Well, that's a Ferris wheel, obviously. Looks like they took the seats off. So you can't actually go through and do it, but... Then over here, it looks like maybe a seesaw ride? Hard to say. A lot of these aren't exactly clear what they're supposed to be. But it's like, you get the beautiful changing of the seasons there. These are all obviously stands or kiosks that would go through. This would all be food stands or gift shops, something to that extent. Oh, those leaves are so crunchy. Oh, you get them crunchy leaves. Yeah, them's the crunchy leaves. So just a bunch of... It's bigger than you'd give it credit for, funny enough. So... Apparently the beach is busy. I'm not surprised. Like, this is such an unexpected treat for October. But, yeah, the crunchy leaves. I'm so predictable. Just like, ooh, the leaves is crunchy. So it looks like there's like the train ride, and I'm guessing that this is like a car automotive ride, like one of those old-fashioned ones where you have like the jalopies, and you would go ride in the buggies and do a little like slow an eating area, obviously. You could just imagine all this area just full of kids running around and wanting to ride all the rides, screaming their heads off as they... Oh, of course, where's Kurt when we need him? There it is, just for Kurt. These are actually some really cute little scenic pieces, scenery areas. Like, they've done a good job on the theming too. It's nothing like crazy, but everything looks nice. It looks presentable. It's certainly like, it's not going for Wonderland, obviously. But it's nice, it's comfy, it's cozy. Bright colors. Enough to make kids happy, which I think is kind of the point. So that way down there goes down to more of a park area. But, oh, look at this. Got like a little log flume ride over here. The water place section. These are just picnic tables that have been stacked, obviously. Anything here as something. More huts. I imagine that this is probably for the mini golf. So you would come here to get your putts and balls and then go in. What's in here? I wonder if that's actually a ride on the... Is it? Was. No, it just goes around and comes back. But there's a window that's blocked off. I'm going to guess... I want to, but I won't. Looks like this is actually another spacer ride or something like that, so curious to know what's in there. They don't have any like signs or anything to show the attraction, but I was like, this is gross. There's some chickens. And some goats. There's some goats. No pets. Obviously. Ride that would go down, turn around, and then come back. So you can see people just rent a bike and they stay at time on the island, and it's beautiful. Lots to see and do for sure. Please do not feed us. I say the opposite thing, but I guess I'm a different creature than most. You can see it looks like there's some llamas over there. And llamas are exciting. They're not typical, at least. We have some more. There's an aviary there, so I imagine, can't quite remember what exactly it would be, but there he is. I mean, you know me and animals. I'm just like, yay. Look at him. They're so silly looking. Yeah. So you can see lots of families in the area, so trying to avoid as much as we can. Looks like we got some ducks. Always fun. Look how cute they is. Oh my God, they're adorable. Scratch that. Maybe we do spend an hour here. Everything's free once you get here, except the rides cost money, obviously, if you're coming with a white there. There it is. They used to have a white peacock here back there. Just think it's the neatest thing. Like, don't get me wrong, but that's kind of what you expect. The tugboat ride right there, so that goes back and forth on the rails, turns around. Nothing too intense. And it looks like this one here. Looks like this one here would probably be one of those Dumbo style rides or those day. No. Maybe for 7. Interesting. I wonder if that's how long this has actually been here. Because I know that the island, I don't know if it was its own city at one point or just a subsection of Toronto, but yeah, I'd be curious to find out more about it and like the history. That Hanlans area, that would have been the late 1800s, early 1900s. There must be something here that was established at that point. We do have some beautiful ponds, people rowing. You can rent a boat, go all day. Definitely an interesting way to see Toronto, for sure. Then just like on the one hand, big, beautiful empty space. CN Tower in the distance. This little railroad gets me. I'm just like, that's adorable. Of the rides here, I would probably do, well, I'd do the roller coaster. I would do the log flume. And I'd do the railroad. And that would probably be a good mix for me, I think. Nothing too crazy. Just a nice, simple time. Yeah, I've always been surprised by how built up this area of the island is. It's like, the one thing that's always struck me about the island is just the sheer amount of weeping willows all over. Just really lovely. My grandmother used to love weeping willows. There used to be a few up in the park where we lived by. And whenever we were there, she was always just like, don't go into the weeping willows. They're really nice, but you will get bugs and you will die. My grandmother was a worrier. So, the nice grandmother. Not the one from Burlington, but time. So this is the part that I usually remember. Because when you walk in, you have this big, elaborate... This is kind of where I'm just like, this feels most like a theme park. Let's be fair. The child just yelled at me. Now, the problem with doing the stream on the island is that, you know,
We might get a little bit of fracturing now and then, but hopefully the impression of the island comes through the whole time, because it's just it's so nice. It's such a good view. It's such a lovely atmosphere. It's all green and pretty. And then once you go over this little bridge, you kind of see Center Island for the more Niagara-esque elements. So you kind of see it more as the touristy part, but just to give you guys a sense of everyone's looking at the geese. I don't want to say straight people, but the family's just beautiful. But even just here, you can tell the sense of scale. Like when I first got here, I was just like, this is so much bigger than I thought it would be. There's so much more here. It's lovely, it's nice. It's just so big too. Like you can look all the way down and like it just goes and goes and goes forever in either direction. If you go this way, you can tell as well. Just goes and goes and goes. But different sections, of course. That I think is a kid's splash pad. If not, it's just a fountain where I'm sure kids go. Another fountain on that side. The first time I came here was actually with my ex-husband. We brought our dog here and we did a whole walk around the island. It was really lovely. Really great time, really nice. One of the better dates we had. But just even when I stepped off the boat and got to this part, I'm just like, oh my God, this is huge. This is so much bigger than I thought. And it really is. Like it goes and goes. But still very inviting. So if you look down this way, this will go all the way to Ward's Island, which is the other side. But we're going to go down. We go down this way. Just gonna let them take their picture first and get out of the way of the car. And we're gonna go down here. Let's go for a stroll. But you can see they actually have like the little inlet over here that's like a beach where you can go swimming if you want to. I maybe wouldn't at this time of year. Although maybe you still could. I wouldn't be surprised if you still could, actually. It's been nice enough recently. And this is kind of where the park side of the island turns into. So, still see the public area over there, public beach. On the side, you'll see there's a playground. That's where the kiddos can go and run around. Those bulrushes over there, cattails, those are all like water fountains that essentially during the spring or summer months, they turn them on, sprays water for the kids to run around in, which they do turn off at this time of year. And pretty much the only reason they do that is because they don't want the water in the pipes to freeze over winter. And like, even though it's warm today and they could have it turned on, if it was to freeze overnight or something like that, which isn't out of the question, it's not likely, but if it isn't out of the question. So because of that, they're just like, well, you know what, we're gonna hold off and the season's only gonna last at this point. So just to give a sense, quite a busy island. Lots of families out and about, having fun, having a good time. This is like, I can say the closest Toronto gets to proper beach. Sure, there's Cherry Beach and there's other beaches, but yeah. Also, it's weird just to be wearing October. It's just certainly wasn't on my bingo card this year. Mind you, I guess who does? I mean, everyone should. We all should, right? That's a thing. I don't know. So I will say one of the joys today, everyone's out. So like, it's just bikes. It's all just bikes. Bikes and bikes and bikes. We just we come back, we'll actually get to see more of it. So the lighthouse is pretty nice, actually. I remember seeing it a couple times, but yeah. Like the least volume by, that might be an impression, because there's a playground out there. There are school buses, which is why I thought school, but I don't know. Can't say I know exactly what that place is. Coming up, I can figure out what it is there. That's a nice little playground for the kids. Space out front. I mean, I know Ward's Island Roader. Greenery is amazing, all the trees. It really is. This is probably one of my favorite areas in Toronto. Okay, Island Public and Natural Science School. Okay, so this is like a school and then a natural science school. That's interesting. It makes sense. There is space, because why not have everything together in one place? See the plane up there? I think you can see the plane up there, but it can be hard to tell. Very peaceful, very nice, very relaxing. I mean, that's what like the Impressionists did, is they literally just set up in hayfields or forests and they just painted. And like that was facility or a study ground. If you look over there, you actually get a beautiful view of the CN Tower again. You're gonna have to just tell how far we've walked already just from that. But like even looking on this side, I'm just like, yeah, that would make sense. Draws the water in and then sends it right over. I mean, there's enough in Lake Ontario. Have at her. Oh, or Toronto Hydro. So there it is, the Island Water Treatment Plant. That makes sense. 1999. That's really cool. I mean, I could work on the island. Literally the point. So this is where everything kind of conglomerates at the lighthouse, I believe. But man, these artist residencies, I'm super interested in these. Man, that would be awesome. Gosh damn, those are big spaces. Those are nice studio spaces, actually. Man, you see those? Ooh, fun little bus. A curiosity. In the middle of Toronto Island. Goes further. People having fun over there. My wife. Hello. Well, clearly supposed to be here, because that is obviously intentional. I mean, just look at that. That's lovely. Oh, do you see the herons over there? If you look across the way, you can actually see them a little bit. I know it's hard to tell. It's like, God, they're pretty. Are there any if I come right up? Because you never know. Sometimes there's one like right here or something right here. Let's see, anything I can see? No, thick algae blooms though. But not so thick that it should be starving the fish, so that's good. Here, thanks for joining, and I shall see everyone again very, very soon. If you got any places you want me to visit tomorrow or the next couple days,